are we sucking on today?
Well,
let's start off with a cheers. That's how we'll.
Cheers, buddy.
I should have.
That's not bad. It's a little mellow.
Yeah, and I think that's the point for AAA, Arturo,
Ambrose,
and alcohol. Johnnie Blonde from Johnnie Walker, an inviting blend of bright wheat and fruity malt whiskeys. So it's supposed to be a fruity, bright wheat version of Johnnie Walker.
Fruity.
And Johnnie Walker, if this is a problem, contact us. We'll blur this out, but whatevs. I don't see the problem, but whatevs. And Kintsugi. I'll put a picture
by Alec Bradley.
It might even be the whole. Well, I mean, to you guys, you're seeing whatever we decide to put there, but there's a green screen behind us. So what? I'm sorry. What?
Oh, wait a second. Now you know. There's a green screen behind us, if you can tell. Yeah, funny. I didn't think it over this morning. And
you know what the funny part is? I completely forgot about that until you said that right now.
Yeah, so if I do I look a little distorted, sorry, it's the green screen. You know what? But if I look like this...
I think it's finally time I think we're good enough friends for me to tell you you're a little transparent. See right through you. That was bad. Sorry. I just took your lighter.
Sorry, you're good. So we're smoking this Kintsugi by Alec Bradley. It is a really good morning smoke. I've smoked it multiple times. I really like it.
The same one? You smoked it multiple times?
The same one. I put it all back together.
Okay. From the ashes?
Mm-hmm.
Got the ashes, put it in a little mold, some schmigma, put it back together.
I don't know about the schmigma. So Kintsugi is also known as Kintsurori. Mm-hmm. I probably butchered that name. Is the Japanese art of repairing broken pottery by mending the areas of breakage with lacquer. Dusted or mixed, means? Yeah.
Okay. See,
and powdered gold. Wait, you didn't even let me finish.
Sorry,
bro. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, so fuckers. Which makes sense. Weird. I didn't know. The irony is that I just learned about this art form less than a year ago, and I forgot the name. I forgot Kintsugi. So when I saw this, I was like, I didn't make the connection, but now that you say that, the band actually has that design.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
It's
and I love that theory, the philosophy behind it of like where you can't put things back together. It's like you're putting it back together with gold. Mm-hmm. Like not only are you fixing it,
it's better,
it's prettier. It has gold in it. Like anyway, so that's what we're smoking. I want to preface this. I'm going to put the definition right there because most of our listeners probably don't know that.
So proper?
Yes. We smoke with our pinkies up. I don't even know if it's in the shot. It might be in the shot. Did you notice if those were in the shot?
No.
Okay. So we didn't plan to do AAA. We were just going to do the other one. What name?
Follow.
Right. So we were doing coffee. We were still going to do cigars, but we were doing coffee. But then we remembered we had that. So we're like, you know what? Fuck it.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. We should make that a country song. I'm willing to bet that is. Is it?
It is a country song.
Oh, really? Damn it.
Bro.
Oh, well. It's funny that you know more about country than I do.
Love country music. We are in Texas, so.
Are we, though? We're like...
Okay, well, maybe I was born in the panhandle of Texas outside.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Outside Lubbock, Texas.
In the farmhouse?
No way.
Oh. So anyway, that's what I was saying. We were going to do the other one, just the other one. So we were having coffee, if you can call this coffee, but we were having coffee.
This has coffees. 4 espresso shots, so I'm going to call it coffee.
Okay. That makes sense. But then we decided to do this, so it'll be a little put together. I have that taste still, so it's messing with my palate a little bit. I think the oat milk, the creaminess, all that stuff. Because when I lit up, I'm like, I get the creaminess. I get the creaminess already, and it's like, no, that's the coffee stupid. So it's going to take me a little bit. For now, it does not, for those of you that don't know, go back to the previous episode. The Opus X, that one lit up deliciously.
Yes.
Literally, like you could taste it right away. This one, not so much. But again, my palate's a little messed up. So
you have water? Cleanse your palate.
That's a good point.
So, this rapper, Habano, oh my gosh, Honduras, and how do you say Trojes? Trojes?
Trojes?
Okay, I didn't want to butcher that. The binder is Nicaraguan and Honduran. The filler is also Nicaraguan and Honduran. The country of origin is Honduras. And it's made in the Fábrica de Tabacos Ricas Cubanos es del RL. That was a mouthful.
That's what she said. Focus. Which was the cigar that we had that was 100% Nicaraguan?
No way.
You put it out there, bro.
I was doing like Mr. Miyagi.
Focus. Anyway, which one was it? Was it the Opus? It wasn't the Opus, right?
What?
That was like 100% Nicaraguan? Because I remember somebody made that comment, or was it the guy that gave us the cigar?
I think it was the guy that gave us the cigar.
Okay, well, there was one, and I was like, okay, so then, no, but it was something we smoked because I remember thinking, like, oh, so that means that probably means that I really like Nicaraguan cigars because this is fucking amazing. I don't know. Anyway. So this one, so far, thoughts?
It's an easy smoke. I mean, I've always liked it, especially if I want something light and refreshing. No, just something light. Right now we're smoking the Robusto, the 5x50, but they also have the Corona Grande, the Toro, and the Gordo. And I think I've smoked almost every single one of them, and I've liked them all. I mean, this is more of like a morning cigar or something. Like if you want something mellow, you know what I mean. It's really good in the morning to start off with one of these or to end the night, you know. So a lot of people either start heavy or start light, you know, just wherever you want to put it.
And as we've said before, that's all based on your palate. And I can see that because now that I've taken after the water and stuff, it's still, where's it on the scale?
On the scale for...
It's on medium.
Yeah, for, Cigars International, they have it as a medium. I still think it's a medium to mild, but it probably still has, you know, some type of, you know, after we get a little further in, where it starts picking up a little bit more.
And that's exactly what I was going to say. Right now, based on what I'm getting, I would say definitely a medium to light.
Okay.
Like right in between. But once it gets warmed up and we've had more time into it, I think it's going to hit that medium point. So I guess that's what they're basing it on. Like the entire cigar, once you've had it, all the way to the end, is a medium.
Okay.
To start off, it's probably more medium to light, but your palate's still getting used to it. All that jazz.
And I still see that, you know, like I said, I don't think I'll get the heaviness or the more medium till like halfway through. But this Johnnie Walker is pretty good.
It's
I don't know what blend it is, but this is very like light and refreshing.
I was gonna say if for those that I personally don't, you're having it straight up. I'm having it with one rock.
Yeah.
Well, it's light enough. Pretty much, it's light enough to where if you just have it straight up, you could pour it, drink it, and you would swear that it was already opened up with some ice or water or something like that. It's just that it's that light.
Yeah, it does have that. So how's yours taste with that one ice?
See, I made that mistake. I should have done what you did. I should have had it straight up. But then again, I could finish this one and then have the second one straight up and tell the difference. But right now with this, it's super light. It tastes... It doesn't have... It's not as cool as if I had ice in it for a while. But it tastes like I've had it. It tastes like you took a regular Johnnie Walker, watered it down, opened it up, and that's what you're drinking. Just right out the bottle.
Yeah, it's perfect.
It's light. It's a Scotch light.
Yeah,
it's what it is.
That's a perfect description of the blonde. It's
it's a Scotch light. It's really good. You could probably, like I said, have it straight up. If you don't mind the warm, you can have it straight up, and you're not going to be overwhelmed. Like, oh shit, that's harsh.
The warm, like as in gusano.
How were you saying? On the last one.
Spicy. Spicy.
I played that part like no, that shit was funny. And there's clips of it if you go check us out on Instagram.
Yeah, and if you didn't see his clip of the last episode of him trying to figure out where to put the cigar and the mic,
that shit's funny.
That's hilarious.
It's good. It's man, I really wish I there's probably like a class you could take, right? Like an online class to like a sommelier type thing for cigars. Mm-hmm. I want to do that.
Yeah.
For the benefit of our listeners, so that we don't sound as stupid. I was gonna use the R word, but I know that bothers you.
That's it.
Right? Because I want to say there's something about it that I can't put my finger on. It's a taste that I'm getting. I usually resort to leathery, but it's
not a taste, it's a taste, right? Because it's good. All right. So let's see. Just right off the back, this cigar is number 25 of 2021 Cigar Aficionados Cigar of the Year. Okay. So it made number 25, which is, I think, almost the last one on the list, which is still fine because
it made the
top
list.
25. Yeah, it made the list. And they gave it a 92-point rating, which is really good. Let's see here. They say the flavor is so artfully conveyed by the Corona Gorda. Okay, well, we're not smoking the Corona Gorda, but it says dried fruit, cinnamon, espresso bean, and hazelnut come together for picture perfect complex.
I think that's what it is, the hazelnut.
I just made that up.
Did you?
Yeah, because I reread it. No. All the flavors, the tasty notes are yes, but I made up the last part because I kind of got it confused. The tasty notes, yes, that's exactly what it said.
So it does have hazelnut?
Yes, hazelnut.
Okay, because I was going to say that.
Like Nutella?
That. Now you send me off on a tangent. We should have just called this, instead of AAA, we should have just called it the Tangent Show, because that's all we do. But I like hazelnut. Mm-hmm. Not Hazel's nuts.
You said it.
Hazel, if you're watching, no.
Yeah.
But I can't stand Nutella.
So you said Hazel's nuts, and I'm thinking the guy from Frozen, you know, the one that's sitting behind the counter, and then he gets up.
Yeah.
The big dude. Yeah. That's exactly what I thought. His name was Hazel?
Was it?
I don't know.
Oh, fucker. I was like, wait, what? That's funny. But anyway.
Hazelnuts.
Hazelnuts.
This is pretty good, right? It's a nice light smoke. Mm-hmm. You hadn't had this one yet.
This is my very first Kintsugi ever.
Okay.
So it's I'm gonna have price point.
Around $9.50, $9.60.
Okay,
almost
so it's
like
right,
the $10 range, you know.
Okay, so it's a little. See, and it is unfortunate. I know I get made fun of a lot for it, but I do get it. It's a little silly.
Yeah.
Sancho Panza and the black market, those are my go-tos. Period. And there's what, $7-8?
Yeah.
So that's my bar. So I'm thinking,
Your everyday bar.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm thinking, would I pay an extra $1 or $2 just to have this cigar, or would I be just like, it's so close, I might as well save the $1 or $2 and just get the usual. Again,
we're in Texas, so if we're saying it's about $10 here,
right?
You know, mind the taxes in your area or whatever.
Especially
deep in the heart of Texas.
Yeah, especially if you're in California or guys. Vegas or something like that, you're probably paying like $12-15 for this stick.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to. Okay. I was gonna put somebody on blast, kind of, and be like, if you want a Californian experience, you can go to this certain place here in El Paso and pay $12-15 for this stick. But no, I'm not gonna do that. That's not nice. I'm not doing it maliciously. It's just the truth. But no, I won't do it. I'll tell you. Okay, hold on.
The thing is, the brick and mortar that we go to, we're
biased.
Put it right there. Right, not yet. Yes, very biased because their prices are great. The lounge is amazing. The people there are amazing. Shout out to Current Place Cigars. I mean, those guys are trying to put, or not those guys. Sal from Current Place is, back on Instagram, trying to post as much as he can just to get the ball rolling. We do get a lot of traffic there at that shop. You know what I mean? But I think that if he was a little bit more into the Instagram stuff, he's a busy guy. Trust me.
Yes.
It would just kick off a little bit more. We do try to help them posting and tagging and and reposting and stuff like that. So we try our hardest because they help us out. They open up the shop to us. And they have cigars for us. Just to do this for you. So in that sense, shout out to Current Place.
Yes, very much so. So cut real quick. That's a bummer though. Okay, uncut. So anyway, I'm already reaching the little peaky point.
I'm almost there.
Okay, so
you took off the first band.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
So you want to end there and then move on and come back?
Yeah, I think we'll come back about halfway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For the second. And I've noticed that on most of the reviews and stuff, I didn't really pay attention. They're always talking about the first third, the second third, the last third. Yeah. So I guess that's pretty much the standard is go by thirds.
Yeah, well, we're going to do start, middle, end. How's that?
There we go.
We're back.
We are back.
And you're about halfway. I'm a little further than halfway.
I don't know how that happened.
You talk a lot, dude.
Damn.
Just kidding. So it's funny because, I'm going back and forth on these different websites to get reviews on the Kintsugi.
Okay.
And I'm back on Cigar Aficionado's website from 2021. Back in 2021, you okay there?
Well, I'm doing it again.
Technical difficulties?
I'm trying to get around the mic.
In 2021, this cigar was estimated to be about $7.25. So it's gone up about $2 since 2021.
And that's a bad thing, though. I mean, we have the recession thing, inflation thing, all that stuff happening. So we can't say for sure if it's the popularity, the scarcity of something might have happened with the crops or something, or if it's the inflation. The point is, it's gone up $2. So at $7, I could have definitely seen this been in the rotation, like I said, with the Sancho Panza and the black market. I know it sounds kind of dumb, but for an extra $2. Not that I'm cheap, but I think I don't have enough experience with it yet to say, yeah, I'm going to put it into the rotation. This will be one of my 3.
Okay.
It's good.
You have like a top 3 only? Like a regular? Like
so far it's just 2. That's not true. If somebody asked me to pick 3, the third one would probably be the Gloria Cubana.
Oh, you really like that one?
Yeah, huh? Okay. I like that one.
From AJ Fernandez.
If we got into that conversation, I'd probably say no, you know what? Maybe I'd have to do a top 5, and then I can't put them in order. I can just give you my 5 and not put them in order because it would be the Sancho Panza, the Black Market, the Gloria Cubana, but also the Nica Rustica is in there. I really like the Nica Rustica.
Dude, what is with that flavor?
I don't know.
I don't like it.
I don't know. And it's weird because a lot of people, the Nica Rustica is love or hate.
Yeah.
I've never met anybody that was just like, oh, it was good. They would say, oh, I really like that stick, or oh, fuck that. I don't know why people like it. It's one or the other. I've never met anybody that was in between.
See, I tried it once, and I don't know what it is with that flavor that it has, which I'm going to look up now because it has to me, it's like a pungent flavor. But then I'm thinking, am I mixing that one up with the what's that? I always think of that one, the Nica Rustica, and I think of like the Muat, and there's another one.
I definitely haven't had that one, but I can't think of what other one would be similar.
Is it the Nica Rustica? Is it all Nicaraguan?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think it is too. I'm probably just thinking of a different one. Let's see, wrapper. It's Connecticut broadleaf and Nicaraguan. Has a 90 rating. Let's see, it has a toasted coffee bean, earthy, and
it's a medium to full
herbal anise. Do you get the anise? Maybe that's what it is. I get the anise.
I don't know what that is.
Anise, that little star thing that they put for like flavoring. There's another name. I can't remember. Anyways,
maybe that's what it is.
That anise flavor is what it's like, almost like peppermint.
Okay.
Anise is like a peppermint, isn't it?
Okay. I don't know. I don't even know what it is.
Hold on, really quick.
No, you.
It
keep
says
going.
anus note. Anise way. This one. Anise.
I don't know what that is.
Sun-dried anise. I don't know what they use it for.
What do they put it in?
I don't know.
Okay. Anyway, for those of you that know, you know.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go on a little tangent real quick. So we used to drink anise in Juarez.
Okay.
And I think it has like a pepper. It's a flavoring agent, sweet aromatic, black licorice. That's what it is.
I'm gonna say no because I hate black licorice, and if I tasted that in the Nica Rustica, I wouldn't smoke it. And I think, are we talking about the same cigar?
Yeah. Even the flavor notes have it. How long has it been since you smoked one?
It's been months for sure, but I smoked it enough to where I can tell you honestly, I know I like it, but fuck, now I'm going to have to try it again to see if I get any black licorice.
And I think that's one of the flavors that I got that kind of like, I didn't like about it.
Mm-hmm.
But to go on that tangent real quick. So anise, which is like a black licorice liqueur, we do something called a ráfagas. Did you ever do that in Juarez? Mm-mm. So really quick. Ice, you put ice on your hand.
Okay.
And while they're pouring the shot, it has so much alcohol that it could be set on fire.
Okay.
So if they set it on fire, you put ice on your hand and you put your hand over the shot.
Okay.
And you shake it with your hand because it adheres.
Right, the suction.
Ráfagas.
That sounds fun, but if it's black licorice, I'd be like, oh!
Yeah. So I think, and honestly, I feel like that's what I didn't like about that cigar. Till I've only smoked it maybe twice.
But you liked the shot.
I liked the shot.
Well, did you really like the shot, or was it just you were in party mode and you
party
like,
mode,
fuck it?
Dude.
Okay, that makes a little more sense.
Mm-hmm. Anyways,
okay. Now I'm gonna have to try it again to see if because I really like the Nica Rustica. So
go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna go back to it. So what?
No, go ahead.
Okay, fine, whatever.
After you. No, after you. No, after you.
No, it's just doctor. Where's that from?
I have no idea.
I don't remember either. Is it
Naked Gun?
No, it's Chevy Chase and Dan Aykroyd. Spies Like Us? I think it's Spies Like Us.
Probably is, yeah.
Where they're pretending to be doctors to get whatever information they need, and they're in a room full of doctors, so they're like, this is doctor, whatever, and it's doctor, and then it's a really pretty girl, and it's like, doctor.
Oh, yeah, probably Spies Like Us.
Yeah,
so your top 5, again, sorry, because I cut you off.
Sancho Panza, the Black Market, the Gloria Cubana, the Nica Rustica, and then I'd have to probably the Natural. That's just a go-to. That like the way you were saying about this one, where you can either start off with it or end with it, end the night with it. That Natural, that's my cigar. Like if I've had on the occasions that we've been at the shop like hours and I've had 2 cigars and I'm still craving one, but I don't want to have a full cigar. I'm gonna do that shit.
See, and mine is
I do the Natural,
and the Natural's a flavored cigar, right?
It's not technically it's
pipe
mixed
tobacco.
with pipe tobacco. So it's not really a flavored, but it has a different taste because of that. And I like pipe. I enjoy pipe tobacco. Fuck. So it's right up my alley.
Yeah. See, and if I've had it all depends, I guess, how I'm feeling and if I have anything with me. If I'm at the shop and I've already smoked a couple cigars, and then I want to go with something easier on the palate, I go with like a tobacco. I haven't done it in a while, but if I want something like super mild,
that's coffee.
Yeah, it's like it's a coffee flavor. It's like super mild and it's still sweet. So kind of like if I already smoke like a full cigar and I have like my palate's kind of burned already, I go with the tobacco, and it's like the lighter one. I can't remember the name of it, anyways. But I'll go with that. My top 5 changes monthly, dude.
Okay.
I don't know why.
And for that reason, that's why I've said it before. I think you're way more of a cigar smoker than I am, because I think that would be one telltale sign. Because if you don't have a top 5, that's because you're all over. You're trying different ones, and it changes almost every month because you have something new.
And for me right now, the La Roma de Cuba, Mi Amor.
That one's pretty good.
That one is so freaking good. I couldn't believe it. It's the blue label. See it here somewhere.
There you go.
It's the blue label, and I've had that one multiple times. I think me and Ray finished that box, and then of course you've dabbled with that one, you know. So, but I like the smaller size. The 6x60 is still good, but the Robustos is it's an easy smoke too.
See, and real quick, that's one of the, it's probably not going to be quick, but that's one of the things that I love about cigars is that you can find one that you like, but then you also have to try the different sizes because some people disagree, but then they don't have the palate for it. But the ring gauge, the length, all of this stuff makes a difference.
Yeah.
Like you can have the Sancho Panza. There's one that's like, I think like 8. And then there's a smaller one that's like 5.
Yeah.
I can have both, but depending on my palate for that day, there's times where I've had the 8 and it's like, holy fuck, like, just my palate's not feeling it. And there's other days that hits the spot. Yeah. So you have to change it up because that smoke on a longer stick, it's probably going to be like, holy shit, this is too much. And you're not going to enjoy it, but yet you have the show and it's like, this was perfect. Yeah. So that's what I like. There's different cigars, there's different gauges, there's different lengths. It just changes so much.
Yeah. So, I mean, this one being a more of a medium, because I think it's more of a medium smoke. How is it? Did you get the notes that they suggested? You know what I mean? I did get some of that nutmeg, you know, that you talked about earlier. A couple other, like, just very small hints of what they mentioned.
It might be the nutmeg, but there's a taste that I'm getting now that I definitely didn't have in the first half. But I can't put my finger on it, and my palate's again not for. I keep saying it probably every episode. My palate's not refined enough to pick up what it is. Yeah. But I'm definitely getting a flavor that's different from the first half, and it's good. But I'm hoping that it dies out a little bit because if it gets stronger, if it stays the same, I'll be okay. But if it gets stronger, it's gonna knock it down a few notches because it's not a bad flavor, just not something that I like.
So do you think it's maybe like, because it says espresso bean, which is like a coffee flavored, or espresso flavor, which is
because
like,
I like most coffee flavors.
Okay, so like
I can't do a tabak. I can't do the coffee infused ones. Yeah. But overall coffee, like I love the smell, I love the taste. I just don't drink it very often. So if it was that, I think I would enjoy it. It's not that though.
Are you getting any cinnamon or like dried fruit? Because those are some of the top ones: the dried fruit and cinnamon.
The dried fruit. Now that you said that, and then maybe that's what it is. I think that's what it is. It's whatever, maybe tannins.
Okay.
Like I know dried fruit doesn't technically have it, as far as I know, but like wine, it's giving me that sense where it's a flavor / not texture, but the way that it leaves your mouth a little dry sometimes. That's the effect that I'm getting. Okay. It might be that I'm parched. I'm trying to drink water because I think I'm a little dehydrated. Yeah. So maybe that's playing into it. And maybe that's the taste that I'm getting, that my body's just like, not really feeling it right now. It's not bad. It's just not my preference.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's definitely a cigar that I want to try again at some point because it is good. It's really good. Another thing, anytime we do this, people are going to have to keep in mind, one, what we're drinking. Yeah. We're doing this early mornings for the most part. I think a big difference would be if we were to film these like in the evening. Yeah. We've had at least 2 meals, presumably. Like our stomach. Like for me, I have stomach problems. Yeah. So this, with the coffee, I've only eaten 1 small meal. It could be messing with me. And it could be really affecting, because like I said, it's not bad. It's just not hitting the spot, and it's going to sound like I don't like it, but I think I need to try it again.
Later, later on in the day. Okay, later in the day.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense because I haven't eaten nothing this morning.
No, but see, that's what I mean. You're definitely a coffee drinker. Yeah. So for you, like you said, a breakfast cigar with the coffee, this would probably be perfect. Yeah. I can't do that with my stomach, my weak ass stomach. Yeah. I can't do that. But it makes perfect sense. I could definitely see like. Who was it? Bill, I think, that posted that super dark cigar in the group. I was like, there's no way that I would touch that fucking cigar. No fucking way.
I think it was. I know that it was Christoph. He smokes shout out to Kansas City Bill. He loves Christoph cigars. He's always smoked these Christoph cigars. So I'm gonna show you the picture, and then I'll tell you what I told him, and he's gonna be like, "What?" Because I mentioned to him, I'm like, what the hell are you smoking, dude? I knew it was a Christoph because I saw the label. And he's in from Kansas City. And it's actually the Christoph Maduro. And I said, dude, what are you smoking? A freaking rubber pipe? Because it's so black. But I think that it's lighting, and it was at night.
Dude, I don't think so.
Yeah,
because look at his hand. You can see like the lighting in the back, and his hand is very well lit. I think it's that. What is it again? Real quick. Before we get into the final third, I've realized something in my smoking habits. I smoke the way I drink, and I need to slow down because I noticed. Where was it? Oh, I was out here with Jose, and that was a day that I wasn't really feeling good, and we were supposed to be drinking, but it didn't really work out the way. I think I had one beer because I wasn't feeling good, but I didn't want to tell him not to come over.
Yeah.
So I made it a point to drink really slow and smoke slow, like fast enough to where it wouldn't go out, but not my usual.
Yeah. Like sucking hard?
Really well. Yeah, I didn't suck as hard, but I did really well. So I figured out that I smoke too hard, and I think I said it last episode. I smoke hard and fast. I suck on it really hard and fast. Anyway, and I'm just thinking about it right now.
No, I'm just kidding.
Thank you very much, guys. We're shooting our OnlyFans right now. When I get to the end, I think I do it because I know it's going to give out, so I'm trying to get the most out of it, and I think I'm just charring it, and that's where I get like, oh shit, it's overwhelming because it started happening a little bit right now. And I'm like, slow down, relax, enjoy. Relax your throat.
Relax your wait. Okay.
So it's the whatever flavor profile it's supposed to have. My palate's not refined enough to say exactly what, but whatever it is you're supposed to get, I'm definitely getting it all because it's now really warmed up. Yeah. I didn't char it, so it's not that flavor, but all those flavors, they're really coming through now.
Okay.
Like really, really coming through.
Yeah. Now I'm getting more of the fullness because it's at the end. You know what I mean? And a lot of people like the end. The end, my friend.
They like the butt. And that's probably why.
The turkey ass.
They like the colita.
The colita de pavo.
And that's probably why, because if you've smoked it properly and didn't char it, it warmed up. It's opened up all the flavors. Yeah. You're getting the full taste of it you should be getting it at the end.
Yeah.
It's worked its way through because honestly, that's where I'm at right now.
And all in all, I really like this cigar only because it's more of a medium. It's a very easy smoke. The flavor is really good. You know what I mean? You could basically smoke it with coffee, something light. You know what I mean? Something even the sweetness of the coffee that I was drinking earlier, you know, does well on the palate with this smoke. So I would say, you know what I mean? It's a good early morning smoke or the last finale or the grand finale of the night, you know?
Just for the people, my goal, at least me personally, my goal for the podcast is I'm really hoping that we can turn this into the beginners smokers podcast. Granted, if we get some vets that are coming and just like, oh no, they're full of shit, you're more than welcome. I would love that as well. But if we could focus on a little more etiquette, cutting, we haven't done that episode yet, but with the ins and outs of cutting, lighting, that type of thing. And so that gets them into like, start off with a mild, then when you're ready to work to a medium, to figure out your palate, because all of these things, like we keep saying, they play a major role.
Yeah.
We had a little bit of coffee beforehand. We're having this. There's people that'll frown upon like, oh, you don't have cigars with a beer. If that's your palate, that's your fucking palate. Yeah. There's going to be beers that hit differently. If you're the type that likes a stout or a porter that's a little more pungent, it's going to affect the taste of your cigar. This with a stout is going to be way different than this with the Johnnie Walker. It's going to be way different than this with the coffee.
Yeah.
There's guys out there that can straight up have the cigar and they're just drinking water.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
No, I can't either. I like something to bring out the flavor of the cigar. You know what I mean? And there's different variations of drinks and soda and tea, and you know what I mean?
That's probably the only one that me personally, I don't want to say I frown upon, but especially for beginner smokers, I'd be like, tread lightly with carbonated drinks.
Yeah.
even if it's like a seltzer water that has flavoring or whatever, the carbonation not messes with, but it changes your palate a little bit. So keep in mind that if you have a cigar and you're like, oh, this is just not, keep in mind what you're drinking, what you've eaten that day, because it could very well change your palate and it's not going to be the same thing. You might really like that cigar. You just messed it up with the carbonation. And
that's more so for like the beginners to intermediate, because
honestly, that might even be some vets. They might be like, oh, I never liked that cigar. How do you? Because like the guys at the shop, a lot of them will have a Diet Coke with their cigars. Now, if they start saying, oh, I don't like the cigar, try it without the carbonated.
Exactly.
That might change. So even for like me, there's stuff that I'm still learning. You'll figure out your palate.
Exactly. And we're kind of like trying different things, different flavors, different drinks, different smokes. Next week, I think we're going to try that Espinosa Knuckle Buster.
I don't know if it'll be next week, but
I mean next episode. That's what I meant to say.
For sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're gonna Tony from Espinosa Cigars. Yeah, we ran into him the last episode at Current Place Cigars.
That was really cool. We finished up that episode, the one that you saw, which was Opus X.
Yes.
And got to talking with the rep, and he was gracious enough to hand us that cigar, which we're actually going to do. No, actually, yeah, he did. No, I can't remember he gave us one, and then we talked about that. We're going to do it on the podcast. He's like, oh, you know what? Here, have this one, and then do the show on that.
So he gave us the Espinosa. It was 2 Espinosa cigars, obviously, right? But the one that he did give us, because I snapped a picture of it.
Keep talking. I got here.
And I smoked that one that night. I think it was that night.
We'll put the picture up, but just it's the Espinosa Special.
Special. Okay, so I started it, and I was like, "Wow, peppery, like super peppery."
My frame of reference is always a Padron, like that.
No, it was like really peppery. So it's like right off the back, pepper. The first quarter was like pepper, and I'm like, I hope this mellows out. And it did. Halfway through, it mellowed out. You know what I mean? Enough so that I could go to almost the end. Not this far, but pretty much the end, like a little bit more than what you got. So it was a good cigar. It wasn't great, but it was good. So I did smoke it. But I did get a lot of pepper notes on that one. Okay. Hopefully this other one, and it's kind of referencing Guy Fieri stuff. Guy Fieri has his palate flavors in this smoke, or his, how do you say that? For the next one, for the Knuckle Buster?
No, I'm not sure what you're trying to say.
Guy Fieri influenced some of the flavors on this next cigar that we're
he was, the guy was telling us he was heavily involved. Not to knock anybody. I don't know the process for when like The Rock did his tequila and other people do their cigars. It seems like for the most part, he was telling us most of the time they want to put their name on a cigar. So they're just like, put together a cigar and, we'll put my name on it. Where Guy Fieri was not that guy. Not to knock anybody else. I don't know for sure who does and doesn't, but we can say for sure because the rep told us Guy Fieri was heavily involved in putting this one together.
Yeah.
Choosing the wrapper, choosing the binder, choosing the filler, what he wanted to get from it. And so he was heavily involved even in the band itself.
Yeah.
Like he's all over. Yeah. He was all over this. So we're really looking forward to that one. And we were even talking to the guy, like, what if any, because he's a chef, would there be anything that would be recommended to eat?
Yeah.
And he was like, maybe like a good steak, stuff like that. So hopefully we'll have to time that one out. I don't know if we'll be able to do that because it's going to be the morning probably, and have a steak breakfast would be heavy. But
steak and eggs?
Steak and eggs. Maybe we could do that. But that's going to be the next one. I don't know if next week, but definitely next episode.
Yeah.
So anyway, back to this one. What'd you get at the end?
I just got more of a fuller, only because, the end kind of like mashes everything together, as far as not really a bad bitter taste, but it did get a lot fuller. So I got that at the end. I still got the hazelnut, the dry fruit, espresso bean. I think that's more of what I got at the end, is more of like the espresso, which is a little bit heavier note. But all in all, I think the whole thing was enjoyable.
Yeah. This is one thing. Do you ever get that? They've told me that it's the beginning of the trying or like the heat.
Yeah.
But where like it's, I don't want to say it's a burning sensation, but like
spicy,
like tingly. Mm-hmm. That I just got that right now. I don't know if you can catch it on camera when I reacted, but I was like, holy shit! Like that I think is a full flavor of what this cigar is supposed to be.
Yeah.
That's what I think most people get with full bodies and maduros. That's if the cigar was the whole thing was like that.
Yeah,
I can't do this shit. But right now it's like
okay, so you got that full.
That's that's pretty good for the tail end. The last few puffs,
yeah,
that's pretty good. I can handle that. The whole cigar, I wouldn't have been able to handle that.
Well, yeah. Pairing,
that's good, man.
The pairing with the coffee. Did you like the pairing with the coffee more than the scotch? Or
no, because like I said, I'm not a big coffee drinker. I like the taste, but I like that whole thing.
Yeah,
that's gonna be like throughout the day.
Okay,
like just in one sitting, I can't really do that. So for me, no, but it's not bad. I could definitely see, like I said, you or somebody else that does coffee and cigars early.
Yeah, I
could definitely see that being the case. I wish that I could do that because I really enjoy it, but for the whole sitting, I wouldn't be able to do it.
Okay. Makes sense.
I'm a little bitch with my stomach. But really good. I'm looking forward to trying it again, like I said, on a later evening type thing. Had a couple full meals. Got my stomach good and ready because it was good like this. So I can imagine it'll be even better that way.
Later on. Makes sense.
Did you practice the outro enough to get on the first try?
Yeah.
Think so? Mm-hmm. You do the first part or I do the first part?
You do the first part.
All right.
That tells you everything.
That being said, guys, we look forward to next episode where we told you what we're going to do. So, as always, keep in mind, you can't wake up hungover.
If you're still drunk. The more you know.